How you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. We are Vacay Mode Travels. That is Sarah. I am Alden. So you're just recently engaged and you're wondering where to go from here. Where do you want to have your destination wedding? And that's what we're going to talk about today. How to choose the right place in Mexico to get married.
Yes, the fact is, if you are planning a destination wedding in Mexico, you're probably considering one of three destinations: Cabo, Riviera Maya, or Cancun. These tend to be the three most popular destinations for weddings in Mexico. Although, if you are looking to have a destination wedding off the beaten path, you want to consider some more remote boutique-style venues. We're happy to do that as well. But today's topic is going to be talking about those three most popular ones: Cancun, Riviera Maya, and Cabo. What's the difference? How to know which one is right for you? Let's jump into it.
And that's the first question that we ask all our bridal couples is, what kind of experience are you looking for? And that really gets us in the right direction for Cancun versus Riviera Maya versus Cabo, and what actually matters. So the most important thing to understand is that the location really sets the tone of the wedding. What is important to you? The landscape, the resort. The resort determines that experience. You can have a luxury modern wedding in all these locations, but it comes down to the specific resort, not just the destination. So looking at Cancun, you know, this one logistically is the best one for your friends and family to get from point A to point B. Most places in the States getting there. Most flights, there's more flight options to Cancun International. So this is good for easy travel, large guest list, and you have a ton of resort options in that hotel zone of Cancun.
So if you were looking for convenience, Cancun is your go-to.
Yeah, and a lot of our couples they say, hey, I just want to really make this as easy as possible for my guests to get there. Where do we want to go? That's usually the first section of Mexico that we're looking at. So what makes it stand out? You have a short airport transfer. To get to the hotel zone from Cancun International, it's under 30 minutes. So that's really nice that after a long flight, you're on your way and you're checked in, usually about an hour to within 2 hours after landing. It's also good, it has a large variety of all-inclusive resorts in a small area along that strip of hotel zone of Cancun. Guests can fly in from multiple cities, and it's just very reliable. Things are always moving there. There's a lot of transfer options, and there's a lot going on in that area too. As far as your wedding experience goes, what can you expect there? It's ideal for couples that want simplicity, convenience, and have high attendance rates. Remember, somewhere around 60% of your guests are actually going to attend the wedding. If you have it in Cancun, it's probably going to be even a little bit higher. You're going to have high attendance rates because most people can make that happen.
So if you're doing a destination wedding to weed out people, you may want to stay away from Cancun.
Yep. The things to consider is that it's going to be more of a hotel and resort feel. A lot of those resorts are right on top of each other. Maybe that's a pro, maybe that's a con. But the good thing too is that if you want to explore off-site, off the resort, there's a lot of action in that area of Cancun.
Yes. Next up, we are going to talk about Riviera Maya for you nature lovers, people that want variety, you want boutique venue, but you still want an elevated experience. Riviera Maya is a great choice. It gives a lot of balance between the lush scenery, the unique venues, and the balanced experience.
Really quick, if you're wondering where is Riviera Maya really means kind of northern Cancun, Costa Mujeres, Playa Mujeres, all the way down south of Tulum. So that whole jungle stretch, that's what we mean when we mean Riviera Maya.
Yes. Another thing to note with the Riviera Maya is this does tend to be one of the areas that is most heavily impacted by sargassum or seaweed, you may have heard it as. So if you envision a beach wedding, definitely a factor you want to keep in mind is the time of year. Sargassum can be worse in certain parts of the year and in certain locations. There are some pockets that are known to get far less sargassum. All things that we will talk with you when we're choosing the ideal spot. But what makes Riviera Maya unique? It's the jungle and the beach combination. For those couples that want a beach, but they also want the jungle, they want to feel like they're in a tropical setting, the Riviera Maya really does that well. They're more spread out, so you're going to get a lot more nature. You're not going to have those hotels on top of each other. You're also going to be able to find some really unique venue options like cenotes, terraces, gardens, so many really unique venues in the Riviera Maya. And there's still a wide range of luxury resorts, so you don't have to sacrifice that experience for your guests. They're just going to have to go a little bit further for it. So Riviera Maya is going to be more immersive, going to have a lot of natural surroundings, a lot of variety of resorts. You'll have everything from modern to haciendas to boutiques to some of the resorts that are doing like a more inclusive, where they're including activities and airport transfers as well as your food and drinks. So. One of the things to consider though with Riviera Maya is the transfer times are going to be longer. You're looking at about 45 minutes to an hour and a half. So definitely something that you want to keep in mind if you are looking to plan a destination wedding. If guests are coming in for 2-3 days, just keep that in mind that that can be a little bit of, an extra transfer getting them to and from the airport.
Yeah, especially if your guests live on the way west coast, upper west coast, and they have to go all the way to Cancun. And then they have to another hour and a half drive getting to their location. But you might be okay with that. Again, it's just the one time that you have to do that, and then the one time on the way out. That might be worth it. Totally up to you guys there. So yeah, Riviera Maya, we have bridal couples that are looking for something naturally lush. They don't have to doll up with a bunch of florals. That's the section of Mexico you want to look at. The next section you want to look at is Cabo. And we've been talking about convenience for Cancun. If your family is on the West Coast or they've traveled, you've done a lot of travel and you've been to Cancun and all that, but you're looking for something new, Cabo is a great option there. It's going to be a much shorter flight. And this is best for a lot of luxe weddings and great views. We mentioned the West Coast guests. Cabo offers a completely different aesthetic from Cancun and Riviera Maya. I don't want to say it's more desert. It's just, but it is. It is more desert, ocean landscapes. There's big dramatic cliffs and great sunset views. A lot of the resorts out there are sloped downwards, so a lot of the ocean-facing rooms are going to have great ocean views. And it's a strong luxury resort presence. If you get into the marina area, it's a lot of resorts on top of each other. But if you want something more low-key and not as rah-rah or party, San Jose del Cabo, as you make your way there, that way, there's a lot of beautiful resorts that are not as lively or busy party vibe there. So this just makes it a great option, especially for those living on the West Coast or want something different from Cancun that they've already been to. What does it deliver for a wedding? It delivers high-end, modern, luxe feel. There's a lot of options that way. There's a lot of boutique options there. It's not just big, huge 500 suite resorts there.
A lot of good buyout options.
A lot of buyout options. A lot of the resorts there have multiple wedding venues to choose from. They have great backdrops that you can have. And we mentioned there's going to be a lot of boutique options there too. A few things to consider is that the swimmable beaches are limited. If that's important to you guys, not only do you want an ocean view, but you want you and your guests to be able to get in the water. That's going to be a little bit more difficult. If you haven't been to Cabo, the waves are massive, they're strong, and there's a lot of riptides, strong currents that just don't make it very swimmable there. Don't take our word for it. Ask the locals there. There's only a handful of places that you can...
5 swimmable beaches.
Yeah, that you can comfortably get into the water. It is a little bit higher price point as well. We just noticed that on average, the per night cost for your guests is going to be a little bit higher than you might see in Cancun or Riviera Maya. And overall, it's just going to have fewer all-inclusive options than Cancun and Riviera Maya. So...
yes.
The big takeaway there, comparing the three, Cancun, a lot of resorts in one area, easily accessible. Riviera Maya, more lush, natural landscape, but takes a little bit longer to get to. Cabo is going to be, it's accessible, but it's a completely different landscape, more desert and high boutique luxe options there.
So many great options within Mexico. You can truly find a landscape and a destination for anyone because there is so much variety in Mexico. As I said, we're just talking about the 3 most popular destinations today. So if you're wondering, how do I choose what is best for me? Ask yourself, what do we want this wedding to feel like? Do we want it to be easy and convenient? Then it's Cancun. Do we want it to be lush and do we want a variety of things to do? Riviera Maya. Do we want it to be luxury and dramatic? Then we're looking at Cabo. This is how you choose the best place for your destination wedding in Mexico.
A few questions to ask. Let's run through them. These are just some common questions that we get. Which is better for destination wedding, Cancun or Cabo?
So Cancun is going to be more accessible, more budget friendly, while Cabo is going to offer more of a luxury scenic experience. The best choice depends on your priorities and your guest list.
Is Riviera Maya better than Cancun for weddings?
Riviera Maya offers more variety and natural scenery, while Cancun is more convenient and easier for guests to navigate. So again, depends on your priorities.
Yeah. Is Cabo more expensive for destination weddings?
Hands down, yes. Cabo is going to be more expensive due to its luxury positioning and fewer all-inclusive options.
Which location is easiest for guests?
Cancun, definitely the easiest, shortest transfer times, and a lot of flight availability.
The only caveat I would have with that is that if you are on the West Coast, I think Cabo International is going to be easier to get to than Cancun.
Okay.
Do I need a destination wedding travel agent?
A destination wedding travel agent is going to help you compare options, locations, find the right resort, and manage guest logistics.
Yes, we talk about it a lot, but what is the difference between a destination wedding travel agent and a certified destination wedding specialist?
Like us, we are certified destination wedding specialists, and that means we don't stop at just helping you with the travel side of your destination wedding. We also walk you through all of the wedding planning. A lot of resorts don't connect you to the on-site coordinator until 30, 60, 90 days before. We find that that is way too stressful for couples, so we like to do all the pre-planning with you, help you make all those decisions, connect you with vendors, lock in all of your selections, so when you get connected to the on-site wedding coordinator, we're really just confirming everything and finalizing all of those details. If you wait until you're connected to them, you may lose availability and options with premium or popular vendors. We don't want that for you guys. We want you to have all of the information, be able to find everything that is best for you. So we do all the pre-planning with you that entire year prior to the wedding.
Yeah, that's a great reminder that if you are considering a destination wedding, we always recommend at least 12 months, if not 18 months. At least get the ball rolling a little bit and start matching you to the right resort. Hopefully we didn't discourage you from one destination to the other. Again, there's resorts all over the place. There's wedding venues all over the place. But this kind of gives you an idea of what each one offers. There's a great one in each destination, but it all starts with that question, what kind of experience are you looking for?
Yes, if you are ready to start planning your Mexico destination wedding, reach out to us. We only work with about 6 to 9 couples a year, so we can give you and your guests a really high level of service. We'd love to help you find that perfect fit venue and resort for your special day, and hope you have a great rest of the week.
Talk soon.
Safe travels.